My favorite thing in the world is when people overstep, I call them out of their names and I go on 100. I didn't do it with Treasure Wilson because of Cam and Mase. And maybe I shouldn't have brought them up either, but just to be clear, I said I'm not going to go crazy on you because of Cam and Mase. So because what Mase seemingly is telling me is she had the right to say what she wanted, but she going to receive her own consequences.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Black with Black TV, where we give reviews and hip hop news. And today, Mase actually responded to Akademiks about checking Treasure Wilson on Twitter. If you're not familiar about what's going on, Lauren LaRosa and Akademiks had a back and forth on Twitter about the whole how lit Kendrick Lamar concert is, which is insane. Akademiks had some words for Lauren LaRosa, and Treasure Wilson, aka Stat, wanted to back up Lauren LaRosa about act always going after women or whatever. Akademiks had some words, and basically on somebody on It Is What It Is podcast, somebody basically said tread lightly, that's a co-host, yada yada, etc., etc. So Akademiks basically was like, look, you need to mind your business, all due respect to Cameron and Mase, which I do agree with Akademiks on this time, even though majority of people on the internet basically is saying that he always go after women. He be having that heat for most artists that be going after him too. I'm just saying. So yesterday, while Akademiks was live streaming the whole Diddy trial, Mase actually hit up Akademiks in the DM.
Read exactly what his message is. You know, I like to keep it open. Mase says, neither you, I, nor Cam, or anyone else keeps up with what people who work for us do outside their job. So that's her own personal view. Okay? She had the right to speak as a woman. So they talking about Shorty, the Treasure Wilson. And to receive her own consequences alone for her actions. Next time I'd ask you, give me a call if you gonna hold me accountable. All right, so I never seen this. I ain't never seen this. I bet. All right, let me read this Mase message. Mase said to me, neither you, I, nor Cam, or anyone else keeps up with what other people do outside of work. Neither you, I, nor Cam, or anyone that works. Wait. Jesus Christ, am I drunk? Neither you,
slow down,
I, nor Cam, or anyone else keeps up with what the people who work for us do outside their job. So that's her personal view, okay? And by the way, I agree, that's her personal view, but that's why I didn't violate her. I didn't want to, like, I could just be like, yeah, I'm gonna just violate you, but I say, yo, I like Cam and Mase, and I know it's gonna spill over to there. I don't want to do that, Shorty. That's what I said. He said, so she had the right to speak as a woman and to receive her own consequences. I agree, which I'm telling you, I don't respond nicely to nobody.
And that's a fact. He do not respond nicely to nobody. Like, if you can go back, like just the videos I just previously put on this video, you can see how aggressive Akademiks is. He gives no fucks, bro.
My favorite thing in the world is when people overstep, I call them out of their names and I go on 100. I didn't do it with Treasure Wilson because of Cam and Mase. And maybe I shouldn't have brought them up either, but just to be clear, I said I'm not gonna go crazy on you because of Cam and Mase. So because what Mase seemingly is telling me is she had the right to say what she wanted, but she gonna receive her own consequences. So this whole thing where I look on the Instagram and I'm seeing It Is What It Is saying, yo, Ak, what's cracking? You better chill the fuck out or we lit. I'm like, whoa, wait, hold on. Calm down. Let's just calm it down real quick. Anyway, he said, next time I'd ask that you give me a call if you're going to hold me accountable. So Mase is saying he's not accountable. And Mase, I apologize for that, my brother. I thought that account was under y'all direction. I thought it was under y'all direction when I seen that. From the bottom of my heart, I thought it was under y'all direction. I've said this publicly. I love Cameron. I love Mase. Me and you, we've had personal conversations. I've seen you hit me up at times when you saw these other bitch-ass media niggas trying to link up or get at me, and you were like, man, I'm glad how you defended yourself. And I respected that. So I was just like, okay, I appreciate you knowing my resiliency. Y'all have talked about me nice. I've talked about y'all nice. When I seen this whole like, oh, this is your last warning, I'm like, whoa, like I couldn't tell what that was. So I had to respond. But, you know, and I think it probably goes both ways. Just like how he's saying I would appreciate if you would hit me up. I would appreciate before like an official page for y'all podcast get at me, that y'all would as well just be like, yo, make sure the hosts are on board. Because here's the thing. Cam and Mase hold weight in this world. I could have said some crazy shit to her, but if we then get to, okay, now I gotta go at Cam and Mase, I gotta go with Cam and Mase. So it was insinuated that Cam and Mase, because they're the show, or they're the other two people on the show with her, that they was gonna trying to flame it up. I bet. Let me see. I'm reading this. I don't know why did I see this yesterday? He says, until then, remember what people say about you don't mean that's who you are. It means that's how they think you are. Lies and slander don't work on truly blessed people. You're blessed too. Mase, I love you, bro.
Hey, and you want to know something?
Mase, I sent you my number too, so you could have texted me.
And you want to know something? I actually like that response from Mase. Mase kept it 100. He kept it P. He didn't like really get out of character in that text message. Now, I will say, just off of context, like, you can't really just tell the energy in that text message because you're watching Akademiks respond off a text message off a stream. But that's how he should have responded, because it was really not none of their business. Treasure Wilson put herself in that predicament. And then again, I can see why they would defend her, but they didn't. Basically, Mase says she needs to be held accountable for her own marriage. They ain't have nothing to do with that. That's what's up, Mase.
To me, that too. I don't know why. I just seen this today. It says, oh, I gotta read what I said, because I like to keep it all the way transparent, right? Why this only popped up now? He sent this yesterday. It says yesterday at 2:50 a.m. So it's like close to 3 a.m. Let me tell you what I just said. 5:41. By the way, this is all, you know, I'm not capping. Mase, Okay. I said, I just saw this. Peace and love. Yeah, the internet was going crazy with it. I love you and Cam, and couldn't believe they was putting me to respond to y'all. The Breakfast Club girl called me a liar. I wanted to defend myself, but of course, I'm not the most liked, so they wanted you guys to go at me. I'm gonna keep typing. Because of Treasure, I had no problem with Shorty. I had no issue with her, and tried to dismiss it. I thought the brand account or podcast account was both you and Cameron stance on the entire issue, not maybe some employees who worked for you guys defending her, which I understand. All right. Okay. My number is above. Text me. We can always talk. Cool. Transparent. Y'all know me. I'm the most transparent nigga out here, bro. Y'all clown me for shit, and some of the shit y'all clown me for, it might be true. Whatever. But like, I'm gonna always keep it 100. All right. Shout out to Mase. W Mase. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't want to get into it with Cam and Mase anyway, and this shit was gonna hurt my heart. And I was actually waiting for a response from them. I'm like, I told you how much I looked up to Cam. I don't want to ever go with Cam. I love Mase. Me and Mase, like, just watching even how Mase demeanor to certain shit, I really fuck with Mase. And I really want y'all to like put me against it. But then I know how the internet works, and I know who I am, right? Like, number one, I would have had to go with them. Here's the reason why I got to go with them. Because if I don't go with them, if they said something like, quote unquote, checking me in terms of, this is your warning, y'all gonna say, oh, Ak, you pussy. You said something about this girl, and as soon as the men came in, you ain't saying nothing no more. So you know what I did? I said, I bet I gotta go get prepared for 10 rounds with Cam and Mase. Because
hey, yo, pause, academics. Pause, nigga. 10 rounds.
at the end of the day, I wasn't gonna go back and forth with her. I said what I said, but when I felt like they was coming in, I'm like, all right, me and Cam and Mase gonna go 10 rounds. Fuck it. Bro, I don't like pick and choosing. And I know y'all little narratives. Oh, I can only do this with women. All right, bet. So forget Lauren, because I already ethered her. I don't gotta respond to the Breakfast Club girl no more. Treasure, I'm not gonna really go back and forth with her. I was just trying to say, like, why you picking sides? Just chill out, shorty. Then I thought Cam and Mase was just like, nigga, yo, bro, you talking to our co-host like, nigga, we violate you, nigga. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna look like a hoe now if I'm like, oh, nah, I love y'all too much. All right, bet, let's get it. And I'm glad it's not that, because I do like these guys. But yeah, y'all know the whole truth. It is what it is. All right, let's get back to it. I'm actually, I'm in a good mood now.
So the real question is, do you agree with Mase actually backing off the whole situation with Treasure Wilson? Or do you think Mase should have actually checked Akademiks for, I ain't gonna really say violating her, but actually being aggressive to her? Put that in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, I holla next time on Black TV.